Hello, in this video I'm going to be shortly talking about Ripple's XRP Escrows, or escrow, so plural, because I've recently seen lots of misinformation regarding the XRP escrow, and I just wanted to clarify a few things and maybe also make things clearer for you so you can better understand. So the XRP escrow, as you know, Ripple had in possession a total of 55 billion XRP. And at some point, they wanted to make it more transparent and also explain to people how XRP are being released. And I just would have to look up one more time. So sorry, I'm right now doing it a little bit unstructured, but let's first look into what an escrow is. So basically, an escrow is a feature, as we can see, it's a feature of the XP ledger, and we can do conditional payments. Okay, so we can set a condition when a condition is met that a transaction is being done or a transaction is being cancelled. So as we can see here, the easiest example is we've got person A who wants to escrow 1,000 XRP, or at least with, sorry, this is the balance here. The person escrows 100 XRP, sets a date and time, and also sends it to destination B. So when the time has run out, then the XRP are being sent to account B. And then we've got here the same principle. So at one point, so that command is escrow create. And after the time has run out, then the XRP can be so then the other person, so it's locked up then there. We can see 100 XRP are locked up, but there's some logic, which so some criteria which has to be met so we can unlock it. And when the time is over, for example, if we say we want to limit it by time, then the other person can use the escrow finish command and retrieve the so it pops up and the escrow gets executed. So meaning the 100 XRP are being sent to account B. And so it's basically the same thing Ripple apps did. So they had all their XRP and they wanted to make things more transparent. That's why I'm not quite sure when they added the feature, so I would have to look it up right down there. I don't know. I think it was in context with their own. So because they themselves needed that feature. Um. Yes. So they're explaining it there. So it's about locking it up. So there are also some articles by David Schwartz. So solution replacing, as we can see here, they placed 55 billion XRP into time-based escrow. So meaning that when a certain date is being met, Ripple can retrieve the escrow. When we choose that the supply of XRP in circulation is predictable, and that's the exact thing they tried to do. They wanted to make things more transparent. As a whole, XRP know that Ripple can flood the market even if the company price or strategy changes. It means they even limited to themselves because they can't access these XRP. Okay, so it basically means that because today I read like that because there was a API bug in the software. When CoinMarketCap tries to retrieve the total circulating amount, and people thought like 10 billion XRP were burned by uh by Ripple, which was always not true because their 55 billion XRP weren't even all in circulation, or at least a little bit less. So you can look it up. Right, and that's why I wanted to clarify things here. So we do now know what escrows are. I also made a video how to create them. There are even some cool features like crypto conditions, but I didn't look close into those, so they're a little bit more complex. So I will have to do this some other time, maybe explain it to you if I can even understand it myself. Who knows? But right now I want to show you that you can on a website ledger.exposed by Wietse Wind, so it's a person from the Netherlands as I can remember. He made a website where it just retrieves all the escrows that are being created, so everybody can create an escrow. You, but also Ripple Labs, but whoever, yeah? So it's basically the same principle here. And they always release 1 billion XRP split into two 500 million XRP transactions. So as you can see here, it's unfortunate, it's unsorted, so the overlay is not that good yet. Maybe he will work it over because we can see all the escrows currently. So also by other private people. But if you look into it, we can see here that there are some escrows in 4 years, so there's also a date. It's like the 1st of December 2024, And now let's look up the most recent, which is about to be released in June. So there should be somewhere in 1 month, if we can find it, or we'll also just enter it. But we've got it. I'm just blind, probably. 5 and 6 months, 9 months, in a year, 3 months, 2 months, and we've got somewhere there, like, if we could only see it. No, unfortunately not. That doesn't matter then. Then let's just look at that one here. So there's one set for the 1st of July. So we can see one here is again 500,000 XRP, which should be sent to that address. We can do an XRP scan again and just enter that address and look it up here. We can see right now on that account there's a balance of 500 million XRP there. And we can also see it's an address from Ripple. We can also go onto tab escrows here basically, and also look it up here. So we can see when XRP is being released. So we can see here this one finishes on the 1st of June, the 1st of July, the 1st of August, the 1st of September, and so on. So you can also look those up there. So there we can see there are multiple addresses. There's this one. There's also that address here. So you would have to do it for all addresses to look into it a little bit closer. So we can go again on escrows and can see here they are also okay. These are the ones for 2025. So many different accounts where they are locked up. And like I said, 1 billion XRP are being released every month, and Ripple takes those XRP they need more or less for operations and stuff, and then usually put like almost like 90 to 95% back and create a new escrow which finishes after the last escrow created. And yeah, was looking for that one. So we can see in 24 days the next escrow is being unlocked. So 2 times. With 500 million XRP. So I'm just gonna enter here in 24 days, so we can see those 2 here. And this is the next escrow with 1 billion XRP again. So 2 times 500 million, and they're being released to their account. They're taking what they need, and then they put it back in the escrow. So even if Ripple wanted to, they cannot burn, for example, 40 billion XRP right now. They can access them. And like I said, if you want to know how to create your own escrow, you can go to the XRP Toolkit website and watch my video, or also just connect there and you can create your own. There's also another website, or at least another app that offers or supports creating escrows. It's the Exam app by Witsa. It's here the Exam app, or you can also go to Exam Community. There you can do that as well. So you just go to escrow create. And this one is a little bit more complicated to create, I guess, or not. Well, to be honest, it's quite fair, the overlay. But I think it's easier if you do it in the XRP Toolkit or in the Exam app on your phone. So I do hope that was able to clarify a few things. So if your next ledger exposed an escrow stats, so escrows there, then you can see all the escrows by everybody who ever created some of them. So I do have some source code here, so I'm going to change it to all. Then you can see all escrows which are currently active. There's even saw that some people like created escrows which would finish in 100 years, which I find like hilarious, because since some people might not even make it like 100 years. But who knows? So yeah, so like I said, I'm trying to load all. It mightn't be like too much to process for my browser right now, so never mind. But in this web's ledger exposed slash escrow dash stats, you can look it up there. So I hope this video, oh, and it worked, I think. Yes. So now I can see all the escrows, and there are even some escrows which finish in like 12 years, but also like in 101 years, for example. So somebody created an escrow which finishes in 101 years. So it's only with like 100 XP, so 99.75. Wow, so yeah, that person has like lots of XP. And it's also eligible for the Spark claim, as we can see here. So like I said, I hope this video was helpful to some extent. I hope you liked it. And also you can leave a comment, or maybe also can subscribe, whatever. So yeah, nice like telling you all of this, and yeah, see you in the next video.